When it comes to classic 1980s action shows, the folks at the Foundation for Law and Government will always hold a special place in our hearts. Welcome to the Knight Rider Historians, and today we are counting down our picks for the top 10 episodes of Knight Rider. For this list, we're taking a look at iconic episodes with the perfect mix of a good storyline, great action sequences, and a memorable musical score. Number 10. Killer Kit. Knight Rider had its fair share of this fantastic story where Kit is reprogrammed by a disgruntled ex-Flag employee and sends the car on a killing spree. With Car destroyed in Season 3, the producers were looking for a way to bring back an Evil Kit-style episode, and they succeeded here. Both Devin and Michael are targeted by Kit. And while this episode doesn't feature a turbo boost, it does have some great action sequences and a killer score by series composer Don Peake. Nightmares visits events from Michael's life before we meet him in the pilot. During a chase, Michael is seriously injured by a grenade, which somehow launches him high into the air. When he wakes up in the hospital, he doesn't remember his life as Michael Knight, his old precinct and his old apartment building, becoming even more confused as he realizes the world around him has changed. Reuniting with Kit, Michael works to find those responsible for his accident. Nightmares gives us a rare look at Michael Long's life and features plenty of action, from a pointless but cool turbo boost to a driverless Kit turbo boost with one of the hardest landings we've ever seen, to yes, another turbo boost using a miniature model. Number 8. The Pilot. We'd be remiss if we didn't include this very first episode of Knight Rider on this list. This episode is where it all began. Series creator Glenn A. Larson crafted a fantastic story about a Las Vegas police officer named Michael Long who was shot in the face by the villainous Tanya Walker during an undercover operation. Fantastic car. From the first time we meet Kit, through an amazing demolition derby, to car thieves trying to steal Kit, to the showdown at the airport, the first episode of Knight Rider set a high bar that only a handful of episodes truly ever lived up to. Number 7. A Good Night's Work. Another second season gem that finds Michael confronting his former life once again, when the late Tanya Walker's lover seeks Michael out for revenge. In an elaborate plot where Cameron Zachary uses a pretty toy designer to snare both him and Kit, we get to see not only some fantastic stunts, but also Kit being deactivated, forcing Michael to face Zachary alone. The episode climaxes with a spectacular turbo boost into Zachary's apartment, and Kit's dislike of Mighty Mouth the teddy bear, which culminates in a well-timed ejection out of Kit. Not to mention one of Don Peake's best musical scores of the entire series caps off this spectacular episode. Number 6. Junkyard Dog. Viewers had grown when Kit was destroyed in this mid-third season episode. Kit wasn't just damaged, he was eaten alive in an acid pit. Once repaired, Kit struggled with his own version of post-traumatic stress disorder, a character detail that the writer of this episode wanted to maintain going forward. But alas, it wasn't meant to be. Still, between Kit first failing and then succeeding at the test track, to Kit's revenge on the junkyard dog that caused him so much pain, this episode is top-notch from beginning to end. Don't touch the turbo boost button, but please do press the subscribe button to help our channel grow. Share this channel with your friends. If they don't like it, were they ever truly your friend to begin with? Number 5, filming episodes. But for this final season premiere, the company packed up and moved to Chicago, where Michael was needed to safeguard a newly discovered isotope called Cernium-116. Things, however, got more complicated when Devin informs Michael that Jennifer Knight, Wilton's only daughter, has plans to phase out the Foundation for Law and Government. rendering the car vulnerable and ultimately destroyed in spectacular fashion by a monster machine called the Juggernaut. And, like it or hate it, KITT is upgraded with a convertible feature and Super Pursuit mode. With Season 4 off to such a spectacular start, viewers were no doubt excited for what Season 4 had to offer. Oh, the disappointment that was to come. Number 4, from a demolition site, leading to a chase that ends with KITT getting electrocuted and losing his memory. KITT drives off into the hills and is seemingly, well, lost. A young boy, played by popular actor Jason Bateman, befriends KITT and protects him as he tries to help him get his memory back. Jason is kidnapped and Michael must reprogram a suspicious KITT in order to save the boy. On a personal note, this episode stands out for me as a young boy in the mid to late 1980s, and was the episode that really made me fall in love with the show. Perhaps I could see myself in Doug Wainwright. Anyways, the episode ends with a spectacular turbo boost, which in reality didn't end well for the Trans Am. Be sure to check out our exclusive merch not found anywhere else, like our semi-restoration team apparel, along with our line of Garthware, trademark Penny Taste. Your purchase directly supports this channel and helps us to continue entire catalog. Number 3, Sole Survivor. Well, we're getting down to the best of the best now. This episode no doubt ranks very highly on most fans' lists. In this Season 2 installment, Michael and KITT are ambushed and KITT is, for lack of a better description, dissected, whereas his CPU is removed from his body by an evil woman who uses a young computer programmer for her crimes. The two steal KITT's body, leaving his CPU in the trash. Michael rescues KITT's CPU and installs it in a portable TV, while Adrian and Randy use the car to rob an armored truck carrying priceless art. Adrian Margot, played by Ann Turkel, reappears later in Season 2 in Goliath Returns, marking one of the very rare times a character reappears in the series, and seeing KITT have an out-of-body experience in a little TV and Michael driving an old Studebaker both add some great humor to this installment. We're also treated to some fantastic hypnotic music and some spectacular stunts. Number 2, Goliath Returns. Season 2 featured the most 2-hour episodes of the series, and Goliath Returns was the best of them, and one of the best episodes of the series. Garth Knight returns with a vengeance after escaping prison with the help of his indestructible semi-truck, Goliath, which was thought to have been destroyed in their previous appearance, the Season 2 premiere, Goliath. Garth heads to his escape house to be greeted by none other than Adrian Margot, recently released from prison after her crimes in Sole Survivor. Garth wastes no time in rekindling his vendetta against Michael Knight by going after the people he cares about the most, Devin and April. Garth kidnaps them and holds them hostage while he carries out another crime, kidnapping and cloning a scientist to be sold on the black market. KITT is forced into a second showdown with Goliath, culminating in him and Michael careening off a cliff and themselves being captured as well, before cleverly breaking free in spectacular fashion. Goliath, Garth, and Adrian all meet a grisly fate when Garth, so determined to exact his revenge on Michael, plows Goliath over a cliff and to a watery grave. Before we reveal the number 1 episode of Knight Rider, let's take a quick look at some of the runners-up that just missed out on this top 10 list. Night of the Drones. KITT is destroyed by a pair of drone cars while on a mission in San Francisco. Speed Demons. Michael enters KITT in a motocross endurance race to snuff out a murderer. White Line Warriors. Street racing is a cover for a string of robberies in a coastal California town, and Michael must find the culprit. The Wrong Crowd. RC3 is badly injured when a group of bikers hijack the Flag Semi. Alright, it's time to reveal the number 1 episode of Knight Rider. KITT vs. Car. KITT's evil twin, the original Knight Industries prototype named Car, returns with a vengeance in this action-packed 3rd season episode. Car is raised from his sandy grave by the ocean and manipulates some locals into robbing an armored truck. This episode has it all. One of Knight Rider's most memorable villains, incredible stunts like Car turbo boosting through the back of the semi, and one of Don Peake's best scores for the entire series. And let's not forget that incredible ending that leaves the door open for a third appearance by the Knight automated roving robot. Sadly, that would not come to pass. Well, not in the original series at least. Still, look no further than Kit vs. Car for everything that Knight Rider embodies. And that wraps up our top 10 episodes of Knight Rider. So how did we do? Are there episodes of the series that you think should have been included on this list? Let us know in the comments below. As always, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.
And now, while we listen to Joe's selection of Knight Rider music that we received directly from these fine supporters at our Knight Rider Prop Restorer level. Thank you very much for your support. And for those of you at the Knight Rider History Hunter level, we're recognizing you right now in the description. Now, if you enjoyed seeing this golden nugget of Knight Rider history being rescued from obscurity, then please consider supporting us on Patreon. Your support would empower us to bring you even more of these historical nuggets. We are the Knight Rider Historians. Till next time, take care, everybody. Bye-bye.